Old Harbour High School at our first location, Old Harbour Primary School at Portmore Community College. We begin at 8:36 and honor our legacy by celebrating the journey of the Old Harbour Primary School. Old Harbour, 150 years of being the best. Order. Come and celebrate Order Primary School, your school of excellence, as we mark our 150th anniversary in grand style. 100 years of excellence, a legacy of future, inspired. And celebrate Order Primary School, your school of excellence, as we mark our 150th anniversary in grand style. Honestly, 100 years of excellence, a legacy, a future inspired. Old Harbour, own the best.
All right, so good morning, everyone. No, it's an absolute pleasure for the Old Harbour Primary School to stand here on this plot of ground this morning at the Portmore Community College. This is where our school started 150 years ago, a very, very long time. Now, this plot of land was donated by one Thomas Ludford to this school, the Old Harbour Primary School, and the school started under the name Ludford Trust School when that wealthy planter left funds to start this school and gifted this land to the Old Harbour Primary School. We operated here at this location for pretty much 100 years, basically, yes? From 1875 until the year 2000. So it's over 100 years. Pretty much 125 years we have been here at Old Harbour. Yes, at 41 East Street. And so we are proud of this wonderful legacy. And so we feel that we are associated with Portmore Community College. And so this morning I'm here to make this symbolic presentation on behalf of the Old Harbour Primary School to the leadership here at Portmore Community College. And just to let you know what it says, Old Harbour Primary School, originally founded as Ludford Trust School in 1875, proudly in our 150th year of anniversary, recognizes and the present site of Portmore Community College as the historical root and birthplace of Old Harbour Primary School. This serves as a symbol of our enduring connection and appreciation for the shared history and values that continue to inspire and empower future generations. May our, that is Portmore Com College and Old Harbour Primary School, may our shared legacy remain a beacon of hope and opportunity for years to come. Old Harbour Primary School 2025. And I present it to your campus director here at the Old Harbour campus. Yes, Mrs. Linda Henry at the Old Harbour campus. She's the acting director of this campus, and I made this presentation to her. And we know it will look so wonderful on their walls. Yes, this wonderful connection and this wonderful unity. Thank you so much. Thank you.
What's up? Come on. Yeah, we here on so. Can I put two of them here going? Can't drive. Slow down, Sim. Slow down.
can put your hands together. 150 years, and Marlimount is a part of that legacy. Put your hands together, everybody, and make some noise for Old Primary and Infant School. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Allow me a few minutes. Thank you.
Ready?
We are indeed elated as a school to share this special moment with the Old Harbour Primary and Infant School. So, in 1973, may I have your attention? Can we for a moment?
That's right.
Can we for a moment? Some years ago, in 1973, the 3rd of September to be exact, Mrs. Mabel Grandison, her picture across at the library, would have led a group of students from the Old Harbour Primary School, walked all the way to this spot of ground where the Marlimount Primary and Infant School began. We would have been a part of the legacy, where she would have been the principal at that institution at that time. She left her vice principal as principal and came to Marlimount to become principal. So we were born out of Old Harbour Primary. And so today we are part of that legacy, the 150 years, Marlimount being one of the schools, having been born out of that institution. I want you to put your hands together for the school. Put your hands together for the school. This morning it is quite historic that as principal to principal, Mr. Gould and myself, we have come a far way and we are elated to open our doors to allow you to walk in as we seek to celebrate these 150 years together. We have so many ties. Our vice principal is also a past student. Ms. Mullins is a past student of Old Harbour Primary School. We have quite a few of our teachers and staff who are past students of Old Harbour Primary School. And so that legacy continues and the tie continues. So welcome. You are all welcome to be a part of us as we share in your 150 years. Shall we put our hands together for Principal Good and the team that have led the school to this level of transformation. It's no longer Old Harbour Primary, but it's now Old Harbour Primary and Infant School. That's a legacy that continues. Put your hands together for the school.
Thank you very much, Principal Harris. And I say enough respect, maximum respect to Marlimount Primary School. Put your hands together for Marlimount Primary School this morning. It is a wonderful, wonderful feeling to be a part of this wonderful legacy. To know that this great institution on the hill, the Marlimount Primary School, is a part and was birthed through Old Harbour Primary School. Indeed, we share a wonderful legacy and a wonderful unity together.
Yeah.
And so we are proud of Marlimount Primary School. We're proud of its achievements, and we are proud to be associated with Marlimount Primary School, to know that this wonderful school would have been birthed from us. And so today, from one excellent school to another, we want to make a presentation from the Old Harbour Primary School to the Marlimount Primary School. And so we have this little token in our hand. It is a token of love. It is a token of bond. It is a token that demonstrates the true legacy of both schools. And so, it reads, Old Harbour Primary School, in our 150th anniversary, proudly recognizes the Marlimount Primary and Infant School, a school that was birthed from our own halls as a shining example of our legacy and commitment to education. This plaque serves as a symbol of our enduring connection and appreciation for the shared history and values that continue to inspire and empower future generations. May our shared legacy, that is the legacy from Marlimount and Old Harbour Primary, may our shared legacy remain a beacon of hope and opportunity for years to come. Old Harbour Primary School 2025 to Marlimount Primary School in this year of our Lord 2025. Put your hands together. And so we want to present from myself as principal to the principal at Marlimount, and my two vice principals that I'm going to invite, and the vice principals at Marlimount. So we're making this symbolic presentation so that the children know that we are a school that work together.
Amen.
And we are a school that have shared values. And so we support one another in unity. Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you. Oh, again?
I should get some of our students in the
No,
background.
we need some Marlimount students.
Yes, let me get my students.
We need some Marlimount
Behind
students
you.
here.
Alright, those. Tell them to come.
There's a Mr. Harris from Old Harbour Primary School who made that walk. So she went to grade 1, she went from grade 1 to grade 5 at Old Harbour Primary. And she was in that march in 1973
We have.
to Marlimount. So she finished her education at Marlimount. And today she's wearing the uniform that Old Harbour Primary used to have.
Auntie
back then.
Charmaine, Auntie Charmaine.
Thompson, just so you can see a little of our history. Miss Thompson.
We have from.
So she went to both Old Harbour Primary and Marlimount and was part of this transition. And she's one of our senior teachers at Old Harbour Primary School.
Yes, yeah.
No, she's wearing both uniforms.
Good. While she's mentioning that, I'm just to be asking Auntie Charmaine, Miss McGaw, is she nearby? She was also a part of that legacy that walked from Old Harbour Primary to Marlimount Primary in 1973, among the first set of students to have entered Marlimount Primary. Where is she? We'd ask her to come forward as well. Yeah, oh. She's not here.
Also, our former vice principal, who just retired this year, Miss McCoy, she was a part of that march. So she started at Old Harbour Primary and ended at Marlimount. She made that march as well in 1973.
Yes.
So it's a whole good legacy of friendship and bond.
Yes. All right, think about it.
Now, this is what Old Harbour Primary School uniform looked like then.
Yes.
The blue and white, navy blue and white. And this is showing her connection because she's a Marlimount past student. So she has got her green and white in the mix, right? So I don't know how she do it, but even her clip, even the clip in her hair has the green and blue as well. Yes. So she's representing both schools, a proud past student of both schools.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
Brown socks for Marley Mount, black shoes for Old Harbour Primary.
Yes.
Sounds like confusion,
But unity.
but it is unity.
Unity. Thank you and welcome.
I'm on no man.
You're not coming all out, miss. You're not coming all out. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but turn this the other way.
I'm going to make this presentation very fast. I'm going to ask my head boy, head girl, deputy head boy, deputy head girl just to come to the back here and join me on the stage. Good, rather, to the Old Harbour High School family. Now, we are invading your space this morning, but we are invading for good reasons. Now, the Old Harbour Primary School is celebrating 150 years of existence. So we are the mother of all schools in Old Harbour. We started in 1875. And we are here this morning because of the wonderful connection that the Old Harbour Primary School and Old Harbour High School have together. Now, in 1969, Old Harbour Primary School was called Old Harbour All-Age School, and we went up to grade 9. And so, when Old Harbour Secondary was formed, which is now Old Harbour High, you would have taken our grade 7, 8, and 9 cohort. And so this school, Old Harbour High, is birthed from us. And we feel good that you're part of our legacy. And so this morning, as we celebrate 150 years, we're making a presentation to the Old Harbour High School, and it reads, Old Harbour Primary School, in our 150th anniversary, proudly recognizes Old Harbour High School, a school that was birthed from our own halls, as a shining example of our legacy and commitment to education. This serves as a symbol of our enduring connection and appreciation for the shared history and values that continue to inspire and empower future generations. May our shared legacy remain a beacon of hope and opportunity for years to come. Old Harbour Primary School to Old Harbour High School in the year 2025. Put your hands together for Old Harbour High School. And so receiving will be one of the vice principals here, Mrs. Turner Dillon, who will receive this plaque on our behalf. And we ask that you find a nice little place on your walls to put it. We will send our team to install it when you decide on where you would like it to go. But to let you know that from one excellent school to another, we are proud of the legacy and we are proud of what is happening at Old Harbour High School. And we share every joy that Old Harbour High celebrate, because if it is quiz, we see our past students. Yes. If it is all together sing, we see our past students. I came in this morning and I saw an honor roll board and I saw our past students on it. For example, Ruth, Reed, yes, and others. If it is head girl over the years and head boy, we remember Claudia Mendes, our past student at Old Harbour High. If it is twins, we see our past students. And recently we saw on the media where grade 8 students here would have completed CSEC exams and were successful. And we see our past students in the mix. And so together we continue to work to build education in Old Harbour and Jamaica by extension. Thank you so much, Old Harbour Primary. Be proud of yourself, 150 years. Thank you so much, Old Harbour High, for being part of our legacy.
Thank you, sir.
Slow down, I see, you know, watch all of them. Tap here, sir. Tap here to let me jump for. Just say your name and title, please.
My name is George Good, principal at Old Harbour Primary School.
So, Mr. Good, today, well, this week is a significant week in the life and history of Old Harbour Primary School. What can you tell us about the list of activities that Old Harbour Primary School will use to mark 150 years of existence?
Well, as we celebrate our 150th anniversary, it's a really big deal for Old Harbour Primary School. And so, in celebration of our 150th anniversary, we started off with a church service at the Old Harbour Baptist Church on Sunday, September 28th. On Monday, the principal, which would have been me, would have represented the school at Smile Jamaica TVJ for an interview. Then today, Tuesday, we participated in a motorcade and road march where we would have sensitized the community that the school is celebrating 150 years. So we mark it with much fanfare, and so the Department of Correctional Services drums would have been part of the celebration with us today, as well as the police and members of Old Harbour News and other media team would have been here participating with us this morning.
Today, though, you made two significant presentations at Old Harbour High School and the Marley-Mount Primary School. How significant that was?
Well, those two presentations were very significant because Old Harbour Primary School in our 150 years would have birthed two other noble institutions, the Old Harbour High School in 1969 and the Marley-Mount Primary School in 1973. Up until 1969, Old Harbour Primary was really Old Harbour All-Age School, and we would have taken students up to grade 9. And so when the government saw it fit to introduce a secondary school in Old Harbour, which is now Old Harbour High School, then our grade 7, 8, and 9 cohort would have been sent over to Old Harbour High School, and that is how Old Harbour High started with our students. And in 1973, due to overcrowding at Old Harbour Primary School, the government of the day saw it fit to build Marley-Mount to take off the crowd that is at Old Harbour, or that was at Old Harbour Primary School. And so our principal then, Miss Mabel Grandison, and half of the staff and students would have marched in 1973 1973 on September 3rd to Marley where they started Marley Primary School. Our vice principal back then, Miss Mavis Cohen, would have moved up to become the principal at Old Harbour Primary School. And so it has been a rich legacy and a rich history for Old Harbour Primary.
Take us back, 1875. I think at the time it was the Ludford Trust School, I believe, at that time. But
yes.
A little bit of history, can you share with us at that time,
So
1875?
the school was started in 1875 by the generosity of one Thomas Ludford, who left some funds and the land for the school in order to start the school. He left it in a trust fund. And so that is why the school was named after him and called the Ludford Trust School. So we did not start as Old Harbour Primary School, so it has been a long and interesting transition. So we would have moved from Ludford Trust School, where the school was taken over by the government in 1903. So we were also associated with the Anglican Church. So we were once called Old Harbour Elementary at first, and then we moved on to Old Harbour All-Age School. But then when the high school started in '69 and we lost the grade 7, 8 and 9 cohort, then Old Harbour High became Old Harbour Secondary and Old Harbour Primary would have moved on to Old Harbour Primary School. We operated as a primary school up until now in 2025, where a new transition has now taken place, where we have gotten our infant department, and so we are now Old Harbour Primary and Infant School. And so the school has made quite a number of transitions. I must also note that for over 40 years, we operated as a shift school because we have been overcrowded and we really didn't have the space to carry the growing population in Old Harbour. And so from in the 1970s, we were a shift school up until 2016, when the Jamaica Social Investment Fund would have built a new classroom block for the Old Harbour Primary School that was able to take us off shift. But I must also indicate that part of our history is a change of location for the school. We started at 41 East Street, Old Harbour, where the Portmore Community College now is, and we would have made a presentation to them this morning as well. And in the year 2000, October 17, 2000, the school moved from 41 East Street to our current location, which is now big and spacious and can accommodate the current population, which is now at Marley Acres. And so Old Harbour Primary has been a school that has shaped many generations and continue to hold a strong and rich history.
As you mentioned about it, the school would have certainly shaped many generations. But who are some of the, just quickly off the top of your head, who are some of the standout names who would have gone on and really represent Old Harbour Primary in the field of work, business, whatever profession?
We have countless number of past students who are distinguished, who have left our school. I must note that the first Marcus Garvey Scholar in Jamaica came from Old Harbour Primary. One Maurice Jarvis would have won the first Marcus Garvey Scholarship. Also, we got a second Marcus Garvey Scholarship from Old Harbour Primary School through one past student called Mr. Loxley O'Connor. So he has done very well too. But we have other outstanding past students, to include Mr. Errol Powell, who is the CEO at PA Benjamin Limited in Jamaica. We have Mr. Paul Pennycook, former Director of Tourism in Jamaica, who is a past student as well. We have the principal at the Jamaica College, Mr. Wayne Robinson, who is a past student. We have the first citizen of St. Catherine, the Costas Rotolorum for the parish of St. Catherine, Mrs. Iselin Golding, who is also a past student. We have many doctors, teachers, lawyers, artisans, engineers right across the globe who have contributed and who have passed through this institution that we are proud of. Because it's 150 years, the list is very long. It is very extensive, and so we just want to say congratulations to our past students. We are a proud school, and that is why we stand to celebrate at this time of the year as we are celebrating 150. A legacy built, a future that is inspired. Indeed, it's a school of excellence.
So now you have an infant department, which is a clear sign of your progress as a maturing and an established primary school in the country, not just here in Old Harbour. Where can you go from here?
Oh, that's an interesting question. So after moving from Ludford Trust School to Old Harbour Elementary to Old Harbour All Age to now to Old Harbour Primary to now Old Harbour Primary and Infant. So persons may be wondering if it's going to be Old Harbour Primary and secondary and university later on. We don't know where it will take us, and we don't know what the future holds. But what we know is that we want to continue to contribute significantly to the educational landscape in Jamaica. So we don't know what changes the government will make as it comes to school mergers, etc. But whatever level that we get to contribute to, then certainly we will. And what we want to do as a school is to impact our community even more. So the whole matter of serving the parents and the other members of the community who may have had challenges educationally. So we're looking at offering evening classes and other support system for the community so that we can better impact the community of Old Harbour.
You are one of the youngest principal, I'm sure, in Jamaica. And at the time when you took over here, it's most likely you have the record as the youngest principal at Old Harbour Primary School.
Sure.
What is it that you think you would have brought to the table and would have delivered during your tenure? So much so you can look back at this stage as the leader of the school and say, this is my legacy.
Well, certainly I so far have been the youngest appointed principal at Old Harbour Primary School. I was appointed at the age of 29, and so it is my 9th year as an educator, or principal rather, at Old Harbour Primary School. I am very proud of the legacy that would have taken place over that 9 years at Old Harbour Primary School. And so there are many that I can speak of. Our reading lab, for example, was built during my tenure as principal here, and that was through the Jamaica Teachers Co-op Credit Union. We would have built a tuck shop during that period. We would have built our infant department during that period, or established our infant department through Chase, which is a project proposal that we wrote to Chase asking for this infant department. We would have also done a project proposal to Digicel and establish our ICT lab. And so we are a first world school when it comes to technology, and we're very proud of that. We have also gained our first school bus under this administration, and that is something I am very proud of. And it's not just any bus. It is the first of its kind in Jamaica for a school bus in terms of a 52-seater bus. And those are part of the things in terms of that are non-academic per se, but impacts the academic in a positive way, because we use the bus for the social, the cultural, the sporting, and even the academics. But one thing that I'm very proud of in all of these achievements is the fact that the school has moved leap and bounds as it relates to academic success. So our students are doing better at the passes each year, from GSAC to now PEP. From grade 4 literacy and numeracy tests right through, our students are doing better by the years. And the school itself has been given a vote of confidence by the National Education Inspectorate. So the school has moved from unsatisfactory before my time as leader at this school to now good. So we have passed satisfactory and have gone to good. And it is not our saying, it is by the National Education Inspectorate, the body that is tasked with inspecting schools in Jamaica. And so we're one of few schools in Jamaica that is at that level. And we're really proud of that legacy and proud that we are impacting lives positively. And so our achievements is not just about the academics, but it is about the holistic development of our children. And so we develop their cultural aspects, we develop their sporting skills, we develop just about everything to ensure that they are marketable when they go out in the world and when they move on to other schools so that other schools can build on the foundation that we have laid.
Finally, what's the next step for the rest of the week in terms of activities?
So for the rest of the week, tomorrow we'll be having an open house where different grades will be showcasing different aspects of the school. So one grade will be showcasing the sporting excellence over the years. One grade will be showcasing the academic excellence over there, the cultural excellence, among other areas. So we're going to have that open house tomorrow. And RGR 94 FM will be a part of that tomorrow between the hours of 9 to 1 o'clock. And then on Thursday, we'll be having an online educational symposium that is open so that the community, in fact the world, can log on and join us. And on Friday, we're going to call it Kindness Day, which is an initiative that we have every year where we feed the homeless. We give care packages to needy students, needy families that come here, and needy parents, needy community members. So we'll be going out on Friday to just give back to the community, to let them know that Old Harbour Primary is a caring school. So we are not just a school that is about math and English, which is very important. We are not just a school about science and social studies, which is very important, but we're about giving care to the community to show that we are a part of them. We understand their struggles and we want to empower them holistically.
So good. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Oh my. Of Correctional Services, Corps of Jobs. Yes? The Department of Correctional Services, Corps of Jobs. Now, I want to let the children know, who are the Department of Correctional Services. Now, they work in the prisons, right? The correctional services, and while they're nice and wonderful people, I don't want any of you to go to the prison, all right? So, because none of us from Old Harbour Primary is going to the prison to meet them, we're going to meet them here, right? Where freedom exists, put your hands together for them. For those great people. Now, I also want to let you know that this is a wonderful profession that some of you can join when you grow old. So I know that some of you like to go in police. I'm happy the bell ring before we send them on stage because it's a time bell, so we can't stop it. Now, some of you want to be police, some want to be soldiers, right? But guess what? Some of us can be correctional officers, all right? Put your hands together for the correctional officers. Now, I must tell you, your school is a privileged school and you're privileged because these correctional officers, they're the ones who perform at Grand Gala, all right? Anybody watch Grand Gala on TV in August? Yes. So they are the Grand Gala performers, and that wonderful performance that we saw on our TV at Grand Gala, we're going to see it live. So Old Harbour is having its own Grand Gala because we are 150 years strong. And so, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, teachers, other members of the support staff, students all, let us welcome the Department of Correctional Services, Corps of Drums, over to them. Put your hands together and welcome them. Make it stronger, make it stronger. For the Department of Corrections. That's the Department of Correctional Corps of Drums. And indeed, they were amazing. Thank you so much. I know that we need a little more, don't it? Everybody wants a little more. I could use a little something. And I know you could do it a little more. But guess what? If we don't get it today, then there is always tomorrow. Because it's a week of celebration, and tomorrow we continue. Now, tomorrow, this is a Founders Week for Old Harbour Primary School, and so every day is something else. Tomorrow, we're going to be having RJR 94 FM right here tomorrow. And so we look forward to that as we have our open house tomorrow. Alright? We'll have our symposium on Thursday. But guess what? We have something new to add to the mix on Thursday. On Thursday, as part of our 150th anniversary, we're going to watch the TVJ Junior Schools Challenge quiz match between Old Harbour Primary School. What a week for the match to come. Old Harbour Primary School and Mountwood Primary. I won't tell you the results, but watch the match on Thursday. So that's part of our legacy this Thursday, all right? On TVJ, so make sure that you watch that match on Thursday. Thanks again to the Department of Correctional Services Corps of Drums. We just wanted to give you that little presentation. There's many more to come, so we'll call you again throughout the rest of the week as the presentation goes on. The teachers, you may take them back to class. You may take them back to class. And I want to thank Old Harbour News and Mr. Hanson. Yes? We owe a debt of gratitude to Old Harbour News, always supporting us. Thank you so much. The police in their absence are here with us this morning. I want to express gratitude to them as well. The police in their absence. I also want to thank all the students, but I must thank Everbless Travels, yes? YouTuber, Everbless Travels. So we're going on a big channel, we're not going on a little YouTube channel. Everbless channel, yes, Travels, Everbless Travels. So I want you to like and subscribe, and all of you on YouTube. Grade 6, like and subscribe. Everbless Travels on YouTube. Everybody on YouTube, alright? Thank you so much, and we will spread the word. Thank you, Everbless. Ever so blessed to have you. Thank you. All right?